Hi everyone, I'm with the Office of Undergraduate Research. In this video, we'll walk you through the steps to get started in research. So the tagline for the Office of Undergraduate Research is Discovery for every discipline and skills for every future. And our main functions at the University of South Carolina are to support students in faculty-mentored research in the following ways. We connect students with faculty mentors, provide professional development opportunities to support student researchers, offer competitive grant-style funding, and host presentation opportunities for students to showcase their work. And the way we define undergraduate research at the University of South Carolina is a faculty-mentored investigation or creative inquiry in any discipline conducted by undergraduates that seeks to add to existing knowledge. There are lots of different ways you can engage with research. One is volunteering, where you'll put in a certain number of hours a week with your faculty mentor, getting to know the project, getting to know the process, and learning from them. You can also earn academic credit through independent research courses. You can apply for grant funding through the Office of Undergraduate Research by going to our website and then funding opportunities. And we also offer opportunities to showcase your work at events like Discover USC and the Summer Research Symposium. Here are the 4 steps to get involved in research. Step 1 is to write down areas and topics of research that interest you. Step 2, find a USC faculty conducting research related to your topic of interest. Step 3, email the faculty to schedule a meeting to learn more about their research. And Step 4, prepare for that initial meeting. Step 1 is to reflect on your research interests, and to help with that, we have a worksheet called What Are Your Research Interests in our Getting Started Toolkit that has a series of guiding questions like, what topics draw my curiosity? Is there something about my area of study that I want to better understand? Is there something outside of my major that I want to learn more about? So think about some of these questions, jot down some ideas you have so you can narrow down what specific topics or subjects or areas you would want to learn more about in a research project. Step 2 is going to be finding a faculty mentor. This is the most important step. We want you to make sure you find a mentor who will serve as a guide to teach you about the techniques, skills, and culture that accompany your field of research and support you in your growth as a student researcher. Their main function is going to be to help you understand the concepts and methods of research and scholarship in that field. They also will help you develop and articulate a project idea and plan. And they can guide and train you in the skills and techniques needed to conduct the project that you're working on. And they can, of course, answer your questions or concerns you have, as well as open your eyes up to different things in your field that you may be interested in learning more about. There are several different ways you can find a faculty mentor. You can meet with current or former professors and ask them if they're looking for students to join their research team. You've already established a relationship with these professors, so this would just be taking that one step further. One of the most common ways that students find mentors is through the Faculty Research Database, which is a collection of all USC faculty members at every campus and college. And this database lists the background, research interest, and contact information for those professors. To get to that, you'll go to our website, go to the Getting Started tab, and then click Faculty Research Database. And this is what will pull up. In that search bar, you can put keywords, which are specific topics, ideas, or subjects you want to study. You can search for specific professors and see what their research interests are. And then you can filter these results down by campus, by college, by department, or by center and institute. And there are also some resources available in specific campuses, colleges, and departments. So definitely look into those resources as well to see if there's some other way that you can get involved in a project. Once you've identified a faculty mentor that you're interested in learning more about, you'll want to reach out to them via email. Some things to keep in mind when drafting that email: make sure you're using your USC email address, not a personal account or a Gmail. Never leave the subject line blank on this email. Include something like seeking research opportunity or research experience. Open your email with a professional and formal greeting. So, Dear Dr. Blank, or Good Morning Professor Blank, based on what their title is. Keep a polite and professional tone throughout the whole email. And just add a little extra note of professionalism, we recommend adding a signature block. On our Getting Started in Research Toolkit, we have a link to the USC signature generator where you can add some contact information, what your major is, when your graduation timeline is. And that helps whenever you are emailing the faculty so they know more about you. And make sure you proofread your email carefully. so that there are no grammar issues or spelling mistakes or anything like that. For more steps and more information about how to draft this email, we have some tips in our How to Email a Faculty About Research Opportunities handout in our toolkit. And as part of that handout, there are a few examples of good professional emails that you can base yours off of. If a faculty mentor responds to your email and says that they want to meet with you, here are some recommendations to prepare for that meeting. So 1, have questions ready. Study your mentor's website, review their curriculum vitae, maybe even read a couple of their recent publications on Google Scholar to learn more about the research that they're doing, and so that you can show that you are genuinely interested in this professor and in this professor's work. And when you're in the meeting, you can ask more questions about the specifics of the research project and what their expectations are for a student researcher. Make sure you are dressed in business casual for this meeting. This may not be an interview necessarily, but you should treat it as one. So put your best foot forward, and if you're in a STEM field, protect your feet by wearing closed-toed shoes just in case you get to visit a lab. Bring your schedule and start thinking about how many hours a week you would genuinely be able to spend on this project based on your class schedule, your organizations, any work that you do, so that you are able to give your mentor an estimate of how many hours you can put in. And most importantly, be yourself. You want to leave a good, lasting impression on this professor, so make sure that they get to know you and your interests. Now that you've gotten some information about the general steps to get involved in research, here are some next steps you can take. 1, we recommend attending an in-person Getting Started in Research workshop. We host these almost every week throughout the semester, and it gives you a hands-on, interactive approach to finding your research topics of interest, identifying faculty in your area, as well as helping draft that email. If those workshops don't fit within your schedule, you can instead schedule in a one-on-one research consultation with the Office of Undergraduate Research. You sign up for both of these with EAB Navigate, so you'll go to EAB, make an appointment. The type of appointment you'd like to schedule is involvement and engagement appointment. If you're registering for a workshop, you'll click for the Service Undergraduate Research Workshop. If you are scheduling a consultation, you'll click Undergraduate Research Appointment. And once you're involved in a research project, we recommend registering your project as soon as you can in our research registry. This is a central database at USC where we will verify and keep track of all of your hours so that when you are applying for internships or graduation and leadership distinction or graduate school, you can pull that information and pull your verified hours easily. And here's some of our contact information. So we have a LinkedIn and an Instagram page that you can follow, where we'll give out some regular updates about what's going on in the office. Using our website, you can find all the resources that we talked about today. To meet with us in person, we are located on the Horseshoe at 120 Legree College, next to the President's House. And this QR code will sign you up for our newsletter, where we send out updates about grant application deadlines, faculty looking for students to work in their labs, and more. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us at our@mailbox.sc.edu.